You've joined an abundant company, one that believes in supporting each other, nurturing each other, collaborating with each other, and paying it forward. If you're encountering any resistance in this regard, I want you to contact me right now. My cell phone number, 251-583-9728. I want you to reach out to me personally and tell me what branch you're in and where you're having a problem, and we're going to get with your leadership right away to fix it. Now, that said, I want you to not be afraid to approach the veteran leadership, the veteran agents in your office, and go, hey, sir, hey, ma'am, I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to help you market your listings, to be able to co-market some of your listings via Facebook, via Craigslist, via YouTube, all these things we're going to get into in this course. But you can't be afraid to ask. Selling is asking. So approach them. I guarantee you that they're going to be like, hey, the more marketing, the better. Dive right in. Which ones do you want to focus on? Okay? All right, so we've got to understand that these buy-sell trade groups in Facebook are a great way to generate conversations. That's all we're trying to do. That's your job day in and day out, is to start conversations, okay? Now, technology is an excellent gateway to human connection, to human relationship, but it's not the only way, okay? Now, it's not the end-all, be-all. So as soon as possible, we need to get toe-to-toe, eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly, and really work on that personal connection, okay? But this is one way that you can start these conversations. Now, let's set our expectations in the right place. Okay, so a lot of these conversations are going to get you feeling all excited. You're going to feel just full of hope and like, oh, wow, this is my new best friend, which in actuality, this is just a conversation that's going to lead nowhere. Okay, so you need to be qualifying these people, just constantly pulling back the layers and figuring out, are they really serious? Do they really want to be in relationship with me? Do they really want to buy and sell real estate? Okay, so we can't invest a whole lot of time in these people until we realize that we're dealing with people that are not one way, that are two-way street people, okay, that are willing to give and willing as well in addition to taking, okay? So let's dive into how do we start these conversations. Now, these Facebook buy, sell, and trade groups, you can go in there and join as many of them as you can right away. Go ahead and do that. That's a homework assignment for you to put into action right away. Join these groups like crazy. Find all the local groups in the county or counties that you serve and request membership right away. Now, you could go in and post individually into these groups, or you can wait until your membership is accepted, and then you can post an ad for your fellow agent's listing in Marketplace and then syndicate it out with a push of a button to these different groups, which I highly recommend. Okay? Now, we've got to make sure that we read over these groups, their rules and regulations, because you don't want to post something that's real estate related in a buy, sell, or trade group that's all about like sewing machines and quilts and stuff. Okay? So just make sure you're following these rules or they will boot you out. So you need to be posting in groups that are, if you're going to be posting a house or a condo or a piece of land, it needs to be specific to that group. Okay? You got it? Now, Facebook Marketplace, I love to include links to my website so that if they want to get more information or more pictures about this property, I don't want to give them all the information up front. Just like I don't want to do that with any of my ads. I don't want to show all my cards. I want to give them a good bulk of stuff to go on, maybe a few photos, a good bit of information, but if they want to see everything, here's a link that they can follow. Also, like to provide links to videos that I've shot or virtual tours that I've shot. You can create a very nice video with your phone and your iMovie app. There are several 360 cameras producing marketing videos for properties that are relatively inexpensive. I would highly recommend investing in one of those. So you can beef up these posts with really helpful links that the consumer loves and will appreciate, okay? And so part of that appreciation will set you apart because they'll look at a basic ad with basic photos and basic information, and there's just nothing that jumps off the screen at them and goes, God, I like the way this agent works. So you want to make sure you're making a good impression, because every post, just like every interaction, is a potential interview. So hear that, okay? Every post, just like every virtual or personal interaction, it's a potential interview. And some of these folks that you're interacting with will be the biggest raving fans, or potentially could be the biggest raving fans of your business like ever. And you don't want to screw this up, because you only get one chance at a first impression.